All right, Brunswick, welcome back to your episode of Buzz on Business from the Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance. James Collins is back with you. Buddy is still, he's racked out, so not going to be joining us. But I've got a great guest here now, Miss Cassie Collins, and I'm going to let her introduce her company because I am sitting here blown away. There's a couple, actually they've got a couple different services, but it has to do with education. It's cutting edge. It's today's newest progressive technology, and it's making a difference. Cassie, tell me what your company does.
Yeah, so what my company does, I'm with Status Solutions and also our franchise program, Status Solutions Network. Status Solutions has been around since 2001. Really, our inception came from the events that happened at Columbine. So shortly after that, our CEO said, you know what? Bad things are happening at schools, and the true first responders, which are those teachers and students on campus, aren't getting the information that they need to actually act upon what's going on. Mm-hmm. So our CEO said, I can do something about this. So shortly after that, Status Solutions came about.
Okay.
And since then, we've been getting that information to people on different campuses, such as manufacturing, healthcare, senior living, schools, kind of across the board there. But what we realized over the years was schools had difficulty getting funding for a full service solutions. And that could look like technology in addition to other things. And so really Status Solutions Network came about to help them with that. We wanted to not only provide the safety side of things, but we wanted to provide extra funding for them to be able to continuously innovate and keep up with that safety.
That's interesting. So ultimately you found there was a void, and y'all filled the void, which was safety and protection. But the reason it was a void was because there wasn't a means.
Right.
So you've created a means to fill it.
Yes.
Can you tell me an example of that?
Yeah, so really what we do to our core is we connect all of the different systems together in a building, and we make them talk to each other and play nicely in the sandbox. So instead of just hearing an alarm as if, maybe a fire alarm going off, and you just hear the our CEO says, we don't speak fire. We don't know what that means. What do we do when we hear that alarm? Instead of just hearing that alarm, you can receive information in whatever way you would like. That could be a phone call, an email, a text message, alert on your phone. So we receive that information, and that could be anything from this is where the fire alarm was pulled, this is where you need to exit, to live video feed. So we pull information from everything you have in a building, and we send it to the people that need to know.
For specific knowledge. So I can see the benefit here. So you say fire alarm. That causes panic.
Right.
Right? So that can cause a worse situation.
Right.
Now, when you hear the fire alarm, instead of panicking, you have intel.
Right.
How does that get paid for? What would the school do to fund that resource?
Yeah, so what we did with Status Solutions Network, like I said, we, as our parent company, Status Solutions, realized that schools had difficulty getting funding for not only school safety, but additional measures to help support that school safety.
For sure.
So, we've had the luxury of being successful in our other, markets as far as, manufacturing, healthcare, hospitality, all of that good stuff, and schools. But we realized that they needed help, and our CEO just decided it was the right thing to do to provide the technology to schools at no cost. And so he provides that at no cost. And then we also provide a sustainable funding model. And what that funding model looks like is, like I mentioned earlier, it is a franchise program.
Sure.
So we identify someone in the local area, and that person sells memberships to those local business owners, first and foremost with the goodwill of you're helping the schools. Majority of that membership goes directly back to the school for whatever they want to use it for. Yeah. So safety is different for everyone. They can use it for a leaky roof, new desks, maybe a new gym floor, maybe new technology. We don't require, what that money is spent on, because we realize that safety does look different.
Y'all help them get the relationships ultimately to sign up for a member, so it's a team that's funding this. So y'all were pulling businesses to care about their local feeder, like the school is the local economy, the future.
And kind of what we call that is an ecosystem of mutual benefit.
Yes.
There's a few people involved here. There's the school, there's the local businesses, and then there's the franchisee. Yep. And they're all working together to not only help the schools get safer, but also boost the community. We want local businesses to let people know that they're helping the schools be safer. So we boost them on social media. We put them on our network directory, and that lives on our website and also lives on every solution that our parent company provides.
There's a lot more to learn about, and we're out of time. We're going to get you guys involved in our community. You know, we've got one brand new state-of-the-art middle school here in Brunswick, the high school. I hope you're already with them. If not, we got to get you in front of those folks. That's a $160 million project that is taken off. But today, technology and resources and opportunity changes so fast that whatever we planned out for this $160 million school, unfortunately, is not the coolest thing on the block right now.
Well, and that's the goal too with the additional funding. We don't want to just put something in the school and then walk away.
Sure.
We want to make sure that we're adapting to the new innovations and things happening today.
I love it. I love it. So what I'd like to see y'all do is start selling some solar plant panels and put them on some of our residential projects. I'm kidding. Hey, we're not selling here on Buzz on Business. This was an awesome episode. Can you tell the names of the companies again and who we'll be seeing in the area?
Yeah, it's Status Solutions and Status Solutions Network. My colleague Tom McLaughlin lives in the area.
Tom McLaughlin. I can't wait to meet Tom. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Buzz on Business, brought to you by the Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance. Say it 3 times. James Collins, my co-host, is out. Buddy, say bye. Come here. Those are 2. He is not going to be in a hurry for y'all, but bye.